climb up the world tree to the top? Very, very tiring.
It doesn't look that far from here to the surface, at least. We can manage that, surely.
Don't you ever quit with that optimism, huh?
Rex, I can see why you've brought Jin, but I advise you not to let your guard down.
Morag?
Got a point.
I don't need your remorse now, Jin. But when we're past this crisis, I'm taking you in. I owe it to my leader and to my people. If you resist, we'll kill you. Bridget and I.
Yes.
Morag! What? Another monster? What is it this time?
Master Pan! Above! It's the Minoceros. Are they here for Jin?
That's Jin. What's he doing with them?
Weird. Let's ask questions later, huh? After we finally smashed him up.
Seriously? Well, okay.
Jin?
Yes. Don't attack, he says.
What? But it's the perfect chance.
Huh.
I told you not to attack! You sly devil. Hid that one up your sleeve, didn't you?
No idea why he said that, but he must have his reasons.
Huh?
You can't be too predictable, right, Mick?
Sounds like a plan. Never seen that side of Jin before.
Let's bring him up. Then it's world tree climbing time.
Yes, sir.
Bridget!
Huh?
You're still... like you used to be.
Jin.
Damn! Assholes.
That's a bit unsporting of them, using a giant boat.
We must hurry. The longer we wait, the bigger their advantage.
Yeah, we gotta go, Rex.
Gramps, you knew, right? About Jin.
Indeed.
Why didn't you tell me?
He is not like Malos. To be honest, I didn't know if you could handle it. You care too much, at times. Jin and Malos must be defeated. Who knows how that'll turn out. But facing them is Pyra and Mithra's unavoidable fate. So, I kept quiet.
Pyra and Mithra's fate?
She shoulders the burden of sustaining your life. Rex, what burden are you taking for her? Can you live for something and hold true to it?
Yeah. Of course. I'm living for them. Pyra and Mithra.
I see. Well, I guess you're okay then. Just be sure to walk your own path, Rex. Believe in yourself.
Rex! Old man, what are you doing?
Old man?
Sorry, wait up!
Hey guys. Side quests. Yeah, at this exact moment, many side quests have opened up all around Allrest. These are the biggest and best side quests of them all, and they chose now to have them open up. I might sound like I'm upset about this, but I see positives and negatives to this. For one, it's kind of nice how the later parts of the story have just been go, 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 and you don't want them to end. And it really just shows how exciting things have been in the plot lately, that they haven't really had a lot of downtime. But at the same time, because there isn't a lot of downtime, there haven't been clear breaks for them to stick these quests in. So to tell you what we're going to be doing first, we're going to be exploring the Land of Morytha in greater detail. It was dangerous to explore it thoroughly with just Rex and Jin. Now we can go see some of the more offbeat things here. To start off, I'd like to go to Great Wall Tunnel number 8. Before we get going, we have all of our blades back, and that means... Don't be so greedy, Nia. As long as a blade is not in a driver's top position, Rex can engage them no matter who they are. This drastically reduces Nia's downsides of not having her as a driver. Just gonna go frolic in the meadows? Okay, guys, don't let me interrupt you. Switchboard?
Here, let me.
Whoa, those are some harsh skill checks. This sounds like kind of a mean thing to say, but a lot of the time when Rex isn't in my party, he just becomes my dedicated field skill bitch, because he can have anybody on him. It's one of the more sordid parts of him becoming the master driver that I've been able to notice.
Treasure acquired.
We got a treasure trove, more core crystals, all in the Land of Morytha. And we're just gonna walk past the party and go out this door. This is where we need to go for that Timeworn Machine quest. A Dajin Sovereign. I think I'll go ahead and ignore those. And oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm so happy I'm not in front of them to smell that breath. Going up, maybe? Wasn't it? Was it not here? Hold on. Hold on, hold on.
Okay, bring it on.
No, not you, not you. Going to the other end. There's a rusted sign here.
Trust you.
Grant me strength.
You gotta pull out all the stops with these. If you haven't been focusing on field skills, you're not gonna be able to do this stuff. And even then, this is not looking like the most stable thing or easy thing to run across, but I'm still doing it at full speed because I am impatient.
Treasure acquired.
There's a rare core crystal, fast blade switch 4, and more of a view of the Tornin Titan. Oh, I understand. Where we have to go is just across this gorge. We can't walk across the road, so the best bet we have is the building where we turn on the lights. Oh. Once inside, there's a doorway back here that we could not see before because it was too dark. And we can climb up. Now, I really want to hammer in right now for a moment. If you do any side quest run, do this one. I know that it seems kind of pace breaky to have it right here, and hopefully you can see why we were going off doing side quests when Pyre and Mithra were in danger, because there's not really a good time to go do any of them for such a long period of time. It didn't leave me with any clear break where I could go do them. And the quest that you're going to do here, they give you such amazing rewards that you will actually miss out on scenes on the way up the world tree if you don't do these. That's how important they are. I cannot oversell them. They are the best side quest to go do. Common core crystal and an Axion chip. That's actually superior to what we had on Mithra. That's damn impressive. Sword of Despair, become the Sword of Chaos. Chaos always follows despair, or something like that. Sounds like something you would see in a modern day visual novel. I'm sorry, that's a really influential theme. It's not just in Danganronpa anymore. Highway 8, here we are. We gotta kill these guys. So, Dromark on Rex. First time seeing this. Nia's downsides is, not having her as a driver have been significantly downsized now that Rex can equip all of her blades. We have Crossette, and I guess we have Dromark as well, but that's actually kind of a good thing. So, Dromark is bad because of his skills, which isn't changed by suddenly belonging to Rex. What's nice is that Rex is good at using twin rings. He has fast arts with them, his auto attacks go quicker than Nia's. So, I would say that this is an improvement over Nia, even if Rex gets no driver combo access with him. If you want a strong twin rings and don't have an attachment to Dromark in the party, you can just use a common blade on Rex. But if you want to turn Rex into a warrior mage and have both Nia and Dromark represented in the party, you can do worse than having him on Rex. I don't dislike this. Dromark's specials do have healing capabilities in some cases. Can be good. Wolfric, you come out here and you claw hammer these guys right now. Sure, you can just do a special to finish him off. Done! That's what you are. Being very eloquent with my Podrag references now. I am a man of culture, what can I say? Gaia Crash! Gaia Crash break? Not quite, but it's dead anyway. Tora, you start us off with heat? Wow, he was all the way over there fighting this thing all on his lonesome, poor guy. I feel sorry for you, Tora. Topple up! Sure, chain attack. Zeke was about to launch and he didn't get to quite do it because I interrupted him. I guess you could say I stole his thunder. 100,000 damage from that topple. That's incredible. I still have my field skill guys on. Sorry, Florin. We have all sorts of new blades that can be equipped on Rex that function differently. We're still not going to be getting to you quite yet. Because I've never used Rex's twin ring set, that is embarrassingly low WP, his last one is 8-fold edge, increasing damage done to beasts. Now, if you're basing your strategy around attacking with Dromark, you're doing something wrong. That's not going to aid you in any real way. But for a common blade, beasts are the most common enemy type, and there are quite a lot of strong unique monsters that are beast type. That could give you some help. Before we go back, I think the next objective is just simply going back to the machine, but there's some pretty fun stuff around here that we can take care of. First of all, another level 8. Another thing about Rex that I haven't mentioned, if Rex has the default blade of another driver, this enables them to equip any 3 blades that you so wish. Rex is the only one left with this limitation where he has to have Pyra or Mithra in at least one of his slots. Everyone else, though, he can remove them as long as they're not in the top slot, freeing up their options. He's made the entire team a lot more versatile and a lot more workable in more situations. Treasure Trove?
Acquired.
Nop on doubloon. We've been looking for those. And I'll let you hear this music on the long journey up. It's been a while.
Strength.
You can't pause on these menus.
I've been so bored, I was about to go out hunting solo.
Earth, grant me strength.
Well, well, look what we found.
How great would it be to have a duel here?
I'm with you, Zenobia. That would be awesome. Shame that there's no fights up here. View of a Lost Time is an immensely important secret area that I recommend going out of your way and finding. This place has some good items around it, of course. We saw that Nop on doubloon earlier, but it's also necessary for a later skill on Cassandra. She does not need to be in the party. All that matters is that you've already discovered it. And there's even a heart-to-heart.
Who would have thought a place like this existed under the Cloud Sea?
Yeah. Us salvagers dive deep, but I've never dreamed there'd be this enormous space down here.
You'd be hard-pressed finding another place as vast as this, that's for sure.
Did people live here once, do you think? If the whole space is filled with buildings like the ones around here, there must have been a heck of a lot of people living in them.
True that. And the number of people aside, can you imagine the work it would take to cover this whole place in buildings?
I can hardly imagine. I've salvaged a whole bunch of treasures over the years with functions we could never figure out. If this world is where they came from, I've got to say it makes sense.
In any age, the ambitions of men build civilization up, and those same ambitions bring it crumbling down.
That's so tragic.
Why is this place in ruins, anyway?
Because of the Cloud Sea.
You think the Cloud Sea appeared one day and covered the whole thing up?
Yeah. The crops wouldn't have grown anymore, so people would have had to leave. And everyone would have wound up living above the Cloud Sea instead. Does that make sense?
I've got a feeling it's the other way around. You're saying the Cloud Sea caused problems here, so people wound up living on the Titans. But I think the problems here came first, and that's how the Cloud Sea and the Titans were made. And once it became uninhabitable, they went and made a new place to live.
What do you think, Nia?
Well, let's see. Who freaking knows? I mean, this stuff must have happened more than just centuries ago. How are we meant to have any idea?
Well, that's why we're speculating, right?
Yeah, but I reckon it's a waste of time. We still know barely anything about this place. If we want to work stuff out, we should search for more clues.
Well, that's a fair point. This place is beyond anything we've imagined, after all.
To be honest, I think it's actually kind of exciting. There must have been a war.
I think you hit the nail on the head. Some terrible war sounds pretty likely.
But would a war cause this much devastation? Maybe it was some natural disaster or other.
Not out of the question, but a natural disaster's not going to level everything. It wouldn't be this widespread. Take a look outside. Ruin as far as the eye can see.
You could say the same about war, though. What kind of a war could destroy a city this big?
Maybe they had some kind of incredible weapon we've never seen.
Or just one hell of a lot of them. I hear a crazy number of blades fought in the war 500 years ago.
You think something like that happened before?
Hard to say for sure. I think maybe we need to explore a bit further. This place is beyond anything we've imagined, after all.
To be honest, I think it's actually kind of exciting.
Jin already proposed that idea. I know where you got it from, Rex, but I won't tell. I always didn't like it whenever people knew where I got stuff from when I was younger. Going down? There's a chest down there, over by where we first met up with Jin, but that's not what I'm after. There should be one other chest somewhere around Highway 8 that we didn't pick up. Oh, is it here? Is it here?
Oh my.
No, this is not the one. I think I got it this time. From the sign, there's a little doorway hidden away behind this pile of rubble. And just on the other end...
Watch yourself, Rex. All right already.
No, not these blades, not these blades, not these blades. Wow, we're that over level that I don't have to fight you if I don't want to, but I still would like to because Pandoria. First of all, it's pretty adorable seeing Rex swinging around such a huge buster weapon. On Rex, Pandoria is still pretty slow, but she is very similar to how she is on Zeke, keeping her launch art, and her fourth art does increase damage to machines, matching yet another one. This is Rex's only launch art not on a Great Axe, so if no Great Axe is available for use, that can be a legitimate use to use Pandoria on him. However, that's not why I like Pandoria on Rex. It's really just because Zeke is so good with all the weapon types that aren't Pandoria, it makes Zeke artificially stronger that he can finally de-equip Pandoria and have any 3 other blades that he so wishes. I greatly prefer that with him. Wow, that was really good. So yeah, I don't recommend Bridget on Rex. I think Dromark is at least not as bad as he is on Nia. And I think the best thing about Pandoria is now we can throw her in the garbage. They were really made for the drivers they were born with.
You know, it's kind of nice to travel with such a big group of friends.
Yeah, but sometimes it's nice to travel like this for a while, huh?
Sometimes it's nice to travel through a post-apocalyptic nuclear wasteland. Pandoria, what sort of kinks are you into? Here it is, Robo Lab Club Quarterly. I was like, Rabobalub? Rabobalub? Mirror Matter Chip. That's a super, super good core chip. We're gonna see that right away. Whoa, Apocalypse is the name of that. Gives increased critical rate. That could be pretty good for Pandoria, actually. Gives increased dexterity. Wolfric gets some self-healing with some high stats. You get spike damage, not into that. Reduce aggro from specials and driver arts on Herald. Not so good there. Public enemy number 1. God, with that, you think it would increase aggro, not reduce it. Corvin gets a double attack out of the deal. I think that sounds good. A 57% critical rate. We got these from this chest as well as the one in View of a Lost Time. These are top tier core chips you're likely to get from just running around normally around Highway 8. That Rabubba Lab Quad Clubberly was a technical manual for Poppy, if you couldn't tell. So that's Bridget on Rex, Dromark on Rex, and Pandoria on Rex. How about Poppy on Rex? Not allowed. Rex, you have enough blades at your disposal. Tora's gotta have something to keep him special. Let him have this. You have everything else. You have the Aegis, you have a Flesh Eater. You're really freaking powerful.
Okay, time to take you
No,
down.
no, no, you don't.
Time
No, you
for
don't.
Zeke von Gembu, bringer of
You're
chaos.
all mine.
That's awfully lovely, Zeke. Rusted Old Watch. What was the correlation? That you followed instructions and got your reward, but the old machine seems to be broken for good. Oh, that was just our reward for that. Well, that's pretty much everything explored in the Land of Morytha. Wolfric does want to kill 2 unique monsters here, but we'll be back to do that later. There are several heart-to-hearts, but again, we'll be back to do that later. For now, what I'd prefer to do is awaken all the core crystals we've been getting lately, see if we can get anything new and exciting. Last one. What was that? That looked weird.
The name's Dahlia. Allow me to make your life as enchanting as possible. We'll be great together, I do declare.
What were you doing in Morytha? This was in the legendary Corcus we found just chilling in a trash heap down here. All right, we gotta talk. We gotta talk. We really, really gotta talk about her. So Dahlia is a character that bothers an awful lot of people. And I have to say, there's no getting around this. I'm gonna have to talk about it no matter what. Just gonna have to get it out there. I have to agree. She's awfully painful to look at. I mean, just look at her feet. Those things are horrifying. Those aren't shoes. Those spikes are coming out of the heel bone. Oh my God.